Good morning, everyone. Can you hear my coffee boiling in the background? Yep, it's time for another cup of coffee. And today is one of those days that it is bright and it is sunny again, and it is just fabulous. Now, it's cold here. It's probably, just hovering above freezing, but it's a beautiful day. And I hope that you'll want to stick around for a little bit of this day, and I'll talk to all of you after I drink another cup of coffee. It is such a beautiful and sunny day that my husband decided he was going to start up that grill and cook us up a couple of hot dogs and turkey burger for himself. Hello again, everyone. I just got back from going to a couple stores, and one of the stores that I went to was Marshall's, and here it is. I'm looking around thinking, oh my gosh, what do I do with it? And you remember the Easter basket I shouldn't call it an Easter basket because it's just a homemade basket, but I put the eggs and the carrots in it. Well, I've been thinking, and I thought since it's only really decoration, I wanted to give her something that was also going to be a little useful. So I had been looking for a set of nice dishcloths that she could wash her dishes with that would be somewhat of a primitive type of look to it. And I've looked just about every store I've been into and I haven't really found anything at all. But when I went into Marshall's today, I found this. And I thought these looked pretty primitive. I mean, about as primitive as I'm going to get, right? So I'm going to take them out of here and I'm going to roll them up and I'm going to put one out, or I don't know what I'm going to do to make it look pretty, but I am going to make it look pretty. So she's also getting these. And the other thing that I needed to do is I needed to go to Walmart, because Walmart seems to be, and please let me know if there is maybe another source, because I don't like going to Walmart, to be honest with you, but they usually have what I need. I needed some beef or chicken or even vegetable stock that was unsalted, not low sodium, totally unsalted. So this whole thing only has 130 milligrams in this container, opposed to like 530 for reduced and 700 and something for just regular broth. So yeah, and the reason why I need the unsalted is because actually I use this every day in my dog's food. I actually dilute it. I take, because there's like 4 cups in here, so I add 2 cups of water. So I dilute it. And I add 1/4 cup of this to their food every morning and then every evening. And the reason why I do that is because Mindy was not getting enough fluids in her, and it was causing her some issues last fall. And so as soon as I started adding some broth to her, watered down broth, she doesn't have any more problems. So I've been doing this every time, but it's been very hard to find unsalted, because that little pup doesn't need all that sodium in her. Anyways, that's kind of been what I did. I was finally able to get some real avocado oil at Walmart also. The last time I bought it, I wasn't looking, and it was half avocado and half olive oil. And I'm thinking, well, that's not what I wanted, but I had it. I had opened it, so I was stuck with it, and I thought, well, I'm going to use it, right? Anyways, that's been my day. Nothing much else going on, except for it was exciting to light up that grill. Who knows how much propane's in that tank. My husband's going to need to go and get that filled up. So anyways, I hope everybody's had a wonderful day, and I will talk to you in just a little while. In today's devotion, we will be continuing in Matthew chapter 6 and read verses 11 through 13. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those that trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. There are 7 petitions in the Lord's Prayer, and the first 3 petitions we addressed in yesterday's devotion was about God. Now, these next 4 are about mankind. Our physical needs, give us this day. Our relational needs, forgive us. And our mental and spiritual needs, lead us not into temptation and deliver us from evil. The first, give us this day our daily bread. We need God in all areas of our life, whether it's physical, spiritual, mental. This is our daily need. We need to go to God regularly, each day, every day, and many times during each day, because each of us is prone to quickly become independent and seek out according to our own will. To paraphrase another prayer, Lord, for tomorrow and its needs, I do not pray. Please keep me, guide me, love me, Lord, just for today. You see, recognizing our daily dependence on God is the only way to live each and every day. And Jesus clearly taught us this daily dependency when he told us not to worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. The next is, and forgive us our trespasses. Whether we use the word trespasses, debts, or sins when praying the Lord's Prayer, we are essentially asking God for forgiveness for the countless ways we have fallen away from him. Jesus makes it very clear in Mark 2, verse 17, it is not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. I have not come to call the righteous, but sinners. And in Romans, all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. So when we are praying, forgive us, there are no exceptions or exemptions. Everyone needs to ask for God's forgiveness. Third is, as we forgive them that trespass against us. As we receive God's forgiveness, we must remember that it is not just about us. We need to forgive as God has forgiven us. Just as God's forgiveness cost him dearly, to forgive others as God has forgiven us can be costly. But from an eternal point of view, the cost is worth it. And fourth, lead us not into temptation. The 6th request in the Lord's Prayer is not to be in a place where temptation might overwhelm us. It is not wrong to be tempted or tested. After all, Jesus was. However, it is wrong to give in to this temptation. And deliver us from evil. The final request for this protection by our Father in heaven acknowledges the existence of the evil one who wanders the earth looking for people not able to withstand the devil's schemes. Here is the promise for those who believe, as 1 Corinthians 10 verse 13 says, no temptation has seized you except what is common to man. And God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, he will also provide a way out so that you can stand under it. In times of trial, Jesus recognizes the Lord as his source of deliverance. Likewise, we are to be dependent on God when evil is at our door. And with that, I want to remind you, life happens. Let's enjoy it. But lastly is For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. The prayer finishes with a closing doxology. That is a hymn of praise to God. Not all versions of the Lord's Prayer include this. And regardless of your preferences, the statement, for thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever, amen, is a recognition and a declaration that God alone deserves credit and glory. The kingdom is not ours. The power is not ours. The glory is not ours. The doxology affirms to God that it is not about me. It is all about Him. God bless, and I will talk to you tomorrow and in the comments below.